Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I will show you how to color correct an image. So I have this image open. Let's get into the process. First of all, we have to identify 3 points: the darkest, the brightest, and the gray point. So to identify those 3 points, we will create one adjustment layer, which is the threshold layer, and then click on this layer 0, which is my background layer, and click on this new layer icon. I want to create one new layer, and I want to fill it with 50% gray. So there are two ways you can do it. Either you go to edit menu and then go to fill, or you can either press shift plus F5 key together. So here I have already selected 50% gray, so you can just hit OK. Okay, now change the blending mode of layer 1, which is this 50% gray layer, to difference. Now this layer 1 will be used to identify my gray point, and threshold layer will be used to identify my other 2 points, the darkest and the brightest points. First of all, let me identify the darkest point. Just uncheck this layer 0 and go to threshold layer. Just take the slider towards the extreme left and then move it gently towards right to the point where you will start to see some black. So if I see here, let me just zoom in real quick on this. Okay, here is my darkest point. So let me just place an eyedropper here. Let's zoom out back to our normal view. Okay, now we have this darkest point identified. Let's go back to our threshold layer and take this slider towards the extreme right, and now move it back to the left gently and identify our brightest point. So around here, let me zoom in more so that you guys can see where is my brightest point. So around here is my brightest point. So let me just slide it a little bit more so that I can see. So let me just quickly put a point here. So somewhere around here I have this point selected. I have my darkest and brightest points identified. Now let's go back to our layer 1, which was our 50% gray layer. So once I click this layer 1, my threshold layer histogram will appear something like this. So let's take the slider towards extreme left and then check where is my darkest point. That will be my gray point. There are multiple points because if you can see in the histogram, it is set there. So there are multiple points. So what I can do, I can zoom in and identify one of these points as my gray point. So let me just quickly identify this point as my gray point. I think here it is. Okay, so now we have identified all our 3 points. Now we don't need these layers anymore. Let's just uncheck them, and now we can use either a levels layer or the curves layer to make adjustments. What I use, I generally use the levels. So let's go to levels and take this eyedropper for my darkest point. I'm going to just click this point, which was my darkest point. Okay, you can already see there are some adjustments that have been made, and then I can go to my brightest point, which is somewhere around here. Okay, you can see there are some more adjustments made to this image, and now I can also identify and go down to my gray point. Now I have made these changes, so here is a small before and after for you guys. This was before and this was after. That little bit of hazy look is gone. Thank you very much for watching. Do subscribe to my channel.